Yeah.
Me. I beg, anyways, how are you doing this morning? What's going on in your areas? Did they pack the refuse in your area, or is still the same thing? Is rain falling where you are? Because it seems like rain is falling in some places and not falling in some places.
Yeah, that's
Today,
what actually happens within the beautiful city of Calabar. Sometimes
exactly.
rain fall this side and rain doesn't fall this side. Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah.
Do you know anything? I was in a bus from highway. It started raining from Calabar roundabout. When we reached Wat, it didn't start raining. Like we saw that everywhere was still dry. And I was like, what kind of peculiarity is this? It's very, very it's amusing and amazing at the same time because imagine traveling in the bus and half of the road that you just came from is raining. Meanwhile, the road in front of you, the road is still dry and it hasn't started raining there. So is it raining in your area at the moment? Me today I get up. Oh, I did not forget my slippers. I carried my Crocs. I carried my Crocs to work. I said, it's not me and rain.
Time of the year where you don't
If you
literally
can
don't
buy
need
rain
to,
boots.
yeah, you literally don't need to keep anything at home. You just need to be walking around with these basic items with you, belongings with you, umbrella, flip-flops, sopas, my guy, sopas, eh? And then just have a little wrap for the girls, for the ladies. You could have how do you call it, a hair wrap or a hair warmer. Is it hair warmer they call
It's
it?
not it's
Yeah, anyhow,
shower
even
cap or
if na
whatever.
waterproof, tie for your hair, at least
If I
that's
have
very
umbrella,
important,
why do I need to
please.
tie this
No,
thing
you
on my
can
head?
still do that because there are some places you won't enter with your umbrella immediately, and then the rain will have to enter your hair, and you know the consequences of that for most of you girls, and then the devastating effect when you are not ready to actually lose that hair within that week. I know what it means. A lot of persons will not come close to you. I know how I feel sometimes. Most
Oh no,
Malabrians are deliberate about it.
there are ways to solve those problems. What one time I got drenched in the rain. I had no choice. Like I was in the rain. I didn't expect it. So rain just fell. And I was walking along a place that didn't have any form of shade. So I just said, why am I bothering and be walking like that? And when I came back, I loosened I loosened the bun I tied and I just stood in front of the fan
Okay.
to dry the water immediately.
So,
And
so
when
what
the
what
when
if
I
you
was
find your
satisfied,
place in what if you find yourself in places where there is no light, or find your places in self in places where
you can leave it head like you just
ah
what I do is I remove my bun
okay,
and then let the hair loose
okay.
and make sure that air penetrates inside into the hair so that if
Well,
anything
I
now
think that still also depends on the kind of hair a particular person
that's that I'm
has
telling
at
you
some point in
I
time.
was on
So
braids a couple of times. Rain has
so
entered those
what
braids.
happened to those who have wigs on their head, who have
You remove
different
it now.
hairstyle? Not
Why
like
would
that kind
you
of one that you have to pull it off, right? So what if
oh
you have
me
all
I
of those
don't
ones that
know.
have plenty attached, attached to their natural hair, and then plaited it, and then this big ring? I see some people have this kind of hair that gets to the ground, or gets to floor, when they are walking on the street. And so
I
those
don't
kind of, and then they
understand.
wrap it looks like a basin of gari or a basin of cassava on their
I don't
head, and all
understand.
of that. So
I don't
how then would
understand
they sun it?
why
How would I dry it
I don't
in that
understand
case?
why you plait hair till it reaches the floor. Cause he's not even exaggerating. I've seen
Oh,
a lot.
it's something that
I've
is
seen
very
a lot.
common, is very
I don't
paramount.
even.
Yeah.
Are you not afraid of the fact that if you enter the thing
Yeah,
will
we've
enter
seen a lot of
inside?
trending videos where a lot of persons, and then they have their hair strangled inside,
Do
the wheel, and then before
you
you
now
know
you go
it,
cut them by
yeah, a lot
yourself.
of persons have, lost their life in that case. Some got serious,
Injuries.
injuries that all till date they still have those
Because
scar there.
if you are opportunity to escape, your hair is gonna go down because that pulling. There's people whose hair scalp you can't pull their hair like that anyhow. If not, it will be detrimental
Yeah.
consequences for it. But please, if rainy season, there's some things you're not supposed to do at the moment. Me, I don't have a choice. The profession I do, you have to pack your hair at all times. So we don't even have to do long hair. Funny enough, I don't even like it. Like I don't like long hair because it's how it does me, and it gets very heavy at some point. I would, if I do it, I would just unconsciously carry scissors and cut it. As I is for me, so I barely do hair that is long. I don't do hair that is long. I can't remember the last time I did such. I feel like this is the longest I've done, and the thing is not even. It's just it stops below my shoulder.
Hmm.
Funny enough, there's something you're not supposed to do because I mean we are. There's some things that are just
What
unrealistic.
about some profession that require you to have those kind of long hair? The one that
There's
you
no
will be in
profession.
another room.
There's no profession that
Well,
requires you to have
well, I don't want
such.
to mention names now, since we are not in hook and links, segments of the show. I would have started mentioning some professions that may require you to have nails, everything in your body that looks like from the other part of the
I know what
world.
you're saying.
And now you know.
I know what you're saying.
So now
Talk
you know there are
serious.
some professions
Talk
that
serious.
I
There's
have
even
rested.
at that safe.
Okay.
There's no even at that.
You can
Even
still do
at
your
that.
things in moderate.
You can't
Yeah.
exactly. Now I like the fact that women are now rocking their natural hair because if you wear twists, you
Thank
can easily
you.
wear it in the
Okay.
rain. And highest thing, you just wait for it to dry. Because
Yeah.
sometimes we usually wash our hair in
Yeah.
twists. So it's something that is even it's very, very simple, basic. In fact, for even exam times,
At
when it's exam
most,
time
just
like
cut your
this,
hair.
when it's exam time, like cut hair way. I don't
Yeah.
understand.
At most, please just cut your
I don't
hair
understand.
and relax. I think during I had a lot of friends back then when during exams period they prefer to cut their hair. Once
Cut
they
hair.
they cut
I
their hair
prefer to weave,
throughout that
either weave or
exams
twist.
period. They just cut their hair. Some prefer to weave their hair
I
so
prefer
that
to
they wouldn't
twist
have.
mine.
And then I still wonder how a lot of students during exams period. Well, I think we've not said congratulations or success wishes to all of you who've started your exams, and then we're wishing you guys success.
Yes,
Okay.
wishing you the
But
best.
there again, during exams period, I've also had friends where at this point in time they'll be like anything to go and sit and make hair is a no-no. But you still see a lot of students not minding time
Oh,
to
there are some
study and all
actually.
of. They will sit
Sit
down
down for it.
and make their hair even on the day they have exams. They're still plating or making their hair. Madam, why?
Maybe I do
Why?
twist. I go on twist and I do the twist by myself because I don't have that strength to be sitting down
Okay.
for you thing. So somebody that I blessed with the skill of making my own hair. So I
Oh,
can easily
interesting.
just I can easily just twist the thing and carry for exams. I know how to arrange my hair in a way that is pleasing and looks presentable. So I easily just do it. And then I let the twist go because I don't have the strength, I don't have the time. And also I
Be-
don't want something that will bother me.
Okay.
Because when I'm reading like this, I will definitely put my hand in my hair and start itching it.
Okay.
So I don't want something that I'll be struggling to get to where my scalp is. I definitely do hairstyles that are for exams. That's why when somebody said one of my friends, former boyfriend, then was like, why is it that anytime we are having exams, medical students look like as if they are not well in
Did
the
I hear
head.
somebody say one of my friend, former boyfriend?
Yeah, her
And
ex.
okay.
Exactly. I said
Okay.
it out now because their exes now.
Okay.
Why are you capitalizing on it?
Okay.
Anyways, I was like, why do you guys look miserable when you are writing exams? And I'm like, if we look fine, people will say we're not serious. You say we're not serious, that you are placing beauty over exam. Now we are doing hairstyle that is to our comfort. You are saying that we look miserable now, and I didn't even look that bad. I just didn't look like the normal aesthetically the one that will go for aesthetics. You understand? The one that will go for making hair, packing it well and stuff like that. I was just
Mm,
let it be.
right.
Let it be. Let me do the exams and get it over with. That's what I wanted. And then go home. Just go home. Anyways, because of time,
Yeah.
lack of time, we have to go straight to the weather forecast segment. Today is the 15th of July. It's a Wednesday, beautiful Wednesday morning, halfway towards the end of
The
the
end of the
working week.
yeah.
Because these 2 days have been a lot. Anyways, this is the weather forecast for the 15th of July 2026. Today is expected to be mostly cloudy with light rain, praise the Lord, especially during the morning hours. Temperatures will range between 23 degrees Celsius and 29 degrees Celsius with high humidity throughout the day. While there may be some dry intervals, it's advisable to keep an umbrella handy as brief showers are possible. In the morning from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m., temperatures may range from 23 degrees Celsius to 28 degrees Celsius, and the weather conditions may be light with cloudy skies. The rain chances may be high around 70 to 80%, and the general advisory is to leave home with an umbrella or raincoat and allow extra travel time due to wet roads. In the afternoon from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m., temperatures may range from 28 degrees Celsius to 29 degrees Celsius, and the conditions may be mostly cloudy with a few sunny breaks. A brief shower cannot be ruled out. Rain chances may be moderate from 30 to 50%. And the general advisory is that it will feel warm and humid, so stay hydrated if you'll be outdoors. In the evening from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m., temperatures may range from 24 degrees Celsius to 26 degrees Celsius, and the conditions may be cloudy with isolated light showers possible. The rain chances may be moderate from 40 to 60%, and general advisory is that roads may remain damp, so exercise caution if driving or riding at night, or if walking too, because you don't want to step into a place that would make you slip and fall. A general summary is that temperature may range from 23 degrees Celsius to 29 degrees Celsius throughout the day, and the overall rain chances may be high, with the greatest likelihood in the morning. General advisory is to plan for occasional rain, keep waterproof gear nearby, and expect humid conditions throughout the day. If you have outdoor activities, the afternoon offers the best chance for drier weather. This is the weather forecast segment for today. Please prepare as much as possible for the rain. Carry your
Yeah.
umbrella, carry raincoats, carry the both of them if you can. Buy
Yeah.
rain boots
Yeah.
if possible.
We've
If
said
you
it.
don't have rain boots, you can wear your Crocs slippers, rubber slippers, please. Please. Carry your shoe and keep inside your bag so that
Yeah.
it won't be damp
Yeah.
and wet. It won't turn to sponge and absorb the water, and then it will not fasten the wearing out of your shoe. So as much as possible, please prepare well for the rain. And also, if you don't need to go out in the rain, if you don't need to go out, if you can sit at home, please sit at home, because Calabar rain is something that it can be dangerous,
Yeah.
especially with the winds blowing and everything, and the fact that trees are falling. Trees are falling. I was in a ride on Friday, and we were passing through highway IBB, sorry, IBB access, and the road was half of the road was blocked because a tree had fallen down. We
Okay.
thank God that it didn't fall on a particular car or somebody, but the tree had fallen down. And we now realized that it wasn't fallen by maybe Ministry of Environment officials that were trying to clear the road. This one fell down by itself.
Yeah.
So as much as
We've talked
possible,
about this
please.
several times where we expected that the Ministry of
Oh,
Environment
they are
would
doing it, but it's not
you
as
know
fast as possible.
come out to say, look, these trees have overstayed its welcome. Do you understand? Those trees have stayed for over 20 years now. And so many need to be hewn down deliberately, especially within that IBBI. A lot of times we've seen how they come down to bring down some,
Mm.
and then we still have a lot of this kind of trees within Calabar metropolis, and these things are supposed to be hewn down because it's no longer bringing the beauty that it was actually meant for. That's why we talk about government continuity, sustainability, and all of that. So in our environment today in Calabar, you see that while we are deforesting this, we are not actually doing so much of afforestation, replanting of trees within the metropolis, and this is not really too
The
okay.
bus driver I was talking to was like, the trees were planted
During the
during
days of the
Ronaldo's
now,
time.
yeah.
And he was saying that was when they planted it too. That since then there has not been any form of
New planting
afforestation
of trees,
and
and yet we
everything.
have right from that time we've been having International Environmental Day, rather than them making up plans to go out there and then replant trees in our streets, good trees.
And yes, they were
They'll
talking.
rather have to go sit a particular place and then talk, 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 and that ends it. But then
Yesterday
again, if you look at still in the University of Calabar
landslides.
axis, you still see that a lot of trees that were planted back then, many have been hewn down. That's why you walk from main gate down to open path, and then and
They've
I'll
been
probably go down to, let's say, black and white field. You're not going to see
they've been
good
cut
trees.
down, but they've
They
been
have been hewn
planted.
down.
But there have been new plants planted already. I think if you look well, you will see trees trying to sprout during that around that axis too. Although it really pained me that it had to be cut down, but then I realized that it was for our safety at some point, and they also needed to do a lot of renovations there. But please, if you are coming out in the rain, if you have to go for class or exams, please be careful. Watch out, be vigilant, please. Because this one now, you don't have to look out for just cars zooming past. You also have to look out for trees. Trees with the branches flying everywhere. Because the wind in Calabar can be very, very dangerous. Also, to the people that are driving, slow down. Slow down. As I were passing one time, I was walking yesterday. This guy sped and splashed water in my direction. I had to shift back so that the water won't touch my clothes, because I was
Okay.
like, I was trying to keep dry. And you're driving because you're in your car, you don't know what is going on outside. You don't know how what you're doing is affecting somebody. And you're
Okay.
speeding past. To our shuttle drivers, relax. Relax. It's not
Okay.
looking like as if the many people that are supposed to even put the lives of students in mind. They're just speeding past anyhow. You see that most of the times shorter drivers um that speed up and everything. And it's not something that we would advise in the university space because people are walking, most people are walking.
Yeah.
And we don't want accidents at all in this space. So please, as much as possible, prepare well for
The
the
rainy
rain.
day. Yeah.
Yes. I have to go back to the music. When we come back, we'll take you through the exchange rate segment of the show. This is Ole by Kimadi and Benson. Do not touch that. I'll be back before you know it. Show, which is the exchange rate segment. And Obi Thompson is going to take us through that segment of the show. Obi Thompson, take it away.
Okay, so once again, welcome to that segment of the morning bus show that helps you and I plan our finances. Especially, I don't know, none of you have actually called or reached out to say, hey, this is how far I have gone with my kuli kuli, or akara business and all of that. And talking about the free registrations of CAC from the federal government, none of you have actually come out to say. I actually watched a video where a particular woman was calling out the wife of the president, saying, if you say you actually empowered women with 50,000, and then she give a breakdown of that money and saying, Madam President, you are still owing those women about 45, I think 41,000 naira each. So you
Mm,
have to call them back, to give, because when she, after giving a breakdown of how to start this akara business, she knew that no, 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 Mrs. President is owing those particular women. But however, for you out there, if you want to start a little, knowing very well that you want to start importing these your resources from other neighboring countries, this is how much it's going to cost you. For instance, Danish kron, just one Danish kron is costing Nigeria so much money, 212 naira, and then one Swiss francs is costing Nigeria 1,724 naira, and then one Saudi Real is costing Nigeria 368 naira. For those of you who have, scholarship to go study outside, yeah, you want to book your flights, you want to look out for accommodation, you want to see how much it's going to cost you to go and eat in one of their eateries, even within town. That is how much it's going to cost you. For West African CFA, it's just going to cost you 2 naira. Then just one Japanese yen is costing you 8 naira, and then just one Chinese yuan is costing you 204 naira, and then one South African rand is costing you 85 naira. It has actually stepped up again. And then one pound sterling is costing you 1,846 naira, and then one euro is costing you 1,586 naira, and then one US dollar, of course, is going to be costing you 1,381 naira. That's pretty much what we're doing from the exchange rate segment this beautiful morning.
Thank you very much, Obi Thompson. You heard it here. You've heard the figures in the exchange rate market today. Well, anyways, we have to go back to the music. When we come back, we'll take you through the national holiday segment of the show. This is Rush by Arista. Enjoy and do not move away from your radio set. Show on Unicard International 103.5 FM. In case my voice sounds raspy or out of breath, novice, it's cold that do it. Anyways,
Cool.
time check is
You were supposed to drink hot water this morning. You were supposed to have gotten a good rub last night. You were supposed to have gotten a good care. What happened? Why you complaining?
good
Hello.
care.
I thought you said you're an adult. What happened?
You
What
thought I
changed?
said.
Yeah.
You thought I said. Am I supposed to say? It's not obvious.
Then
Topsy,
why are you
why?
complaining? All of
It's
the
not
adults, nobody's complaining they're
I'm
feeling
not
cold.
complaining. I said in case you people are bothered by
That
the
is
voice.
complaint.
It's
That is
God that caused
complaint.
it.
Don't
I'm not
justify it. Leave it.
A
They are
complaint
not
is
complaining.
a
They
complaint
are
is
not
a
complaining.
complaint is oh my
Okay.
god, I don't like the way my voice sounds.
Eh.
That's a
Okay,
complaint.
what you're doing
I'm
is
now
what?
saying I'm putting the minds of my listeners now
Mm.
into
Consideration.
consideration. And I'm saying
Aw.
in case you don't like it, it's
Yes.
God that caused it. And it will
Yes.
soon go. Don't worry.
No.
Time check is
No.
21
No.
minutes.
I don't agree to that.
Topsy, please. please,
I don't agree
please,
to
let's
that.
move on.
You will move on, but
Whether
I
you
don't
agree
agree
or
to
you don't
that.
agree,
Mm-hmm.
whether you agree or not agree,
Okay.
let's move on. Thank you
Okay.
very much. Now, you're going straight to the next segment of the show, which is the national holiday segment. And the first national holiday is World Youth Skills Day.
Yo,
World
youth
Youth
skills
Skills
day.
Day.
Yeah.
I think in a growing economy, a growing society, every youth has one talent or skill or the other, and this is the day to celebrate the things you can do with your hands. So some people that feel like they don't have talent or skills is a
Mm.
lie. Look within. Everybody's
Even
blessed with
as you
talent.
sit, the way you sit is part of talent that you have. Some cannot sit that way. It's also part of skills,
Now
but
wow,
it depends on the end product of why you're sitting and
now
why you're
wow.
doing what you're doing, right?
Please don't mislead
Now, the
them,
essence
please.
of the skills we're talking about, the talent, is for you to better your life. So today we're going to celebrating all of you guys that have talent. You can sing, you can dance, you can play instruments, you can barb your hair,
Are
you
good in
can
the
make hair,
arts.
whatever thing you can do at all with your hands. We're talking about skills
Oh, there
here.
are a wide variety of skills.
Congratulations.
There are
Today
a
is that
wide
day.
there are a wide variety of skills. I think
Yeah.
people are now coming to understand that they have a lot of skills that you know have a lot of things that people would consider as nothing because they can't use them, but they've used them as a tool to make themselves known in society. So even the comedians self that have the ability to make people laugh, that's a
Okay.
talent.
That's a
That's a
talent.
talent.
So
That's a
much talent.
skill.
Yeah.
They have the ability to make people. So we celebrate what you can do with the works of your hand. You celebrate it, no matter how small it is. Something I think something as little as a mustard seed, if something as little as a mustard seed can grow,
Yeah.
that small skill that you are undermining can equally grow into something that is very, very productive. So we celebrate the skills, the works of the hands of the people that of the works of our hands,
Yeah.
yes. For example, I don't really have much of skills though, but I think like I said before, I can make my hair myself. That's a skill that
That is double skill.
that's a skill that, oh my god. The
That is
first
double skill.
when I got the skill, I was like, oh thank the Lord Jesus, because yeah, I cannot depend on hairdressers. Oh, in case anything happens, I know that okay, I can do something by myself.
Double
I'm
skill.
good, exactly. Also, I didn't fully learn how to make dresses, but I can use the sewing machine.
Mm.
Take pictures too,
Yep.
do videos. I edit videos too. It's like there are a lot of skills, a wide range of skills, and also it's a day to actually push you to acquire more skills.
Okay.
Because I mean, when you are multifaceted, you have more you get open to a lot of opportunities. I mean, yesterday the guest I interviewed said every skill, everything you can do is your money gate.
Yeah.
That's exactly what she said. Everything you can do is your money gate. So you don't know that one tiny thing that you're undermining, that you feel like, oh, it's not going to help you, it's not going to boost, it's not going to help you move. People are using it to excel. For example, now, some people would undermine an Ibibi accent, right?
Okay.
Exactly. Now people are using the same thing to create content and make people laugh. I mean, it's a skill, it's a talent, and
Yeah.
they've decided to hone it and use it to their advantage. So
Exactly.
today is that day to celebrate your skill and to also push you to get more skills that can help you to survive in this present economy and society,
Yeah. And
and
so
also to
for
better
you,
your life.
yeah,
Yeah.
and so for you also, Malabites and Malabrases, please. There are many skills you can actually go to the EDC to learn. There
Yeah.
are many talents around that you can actually, cultivate now that you're still in school, so that when you finish, you not come and be shouting school na scam. School is not a scam.
School is
I
not a
can
scam.
boldly
Oh.
tell you that school is not a scam. We've had one of these, international football, player in Nigeria who have come out to say, look, he still really wants to go back to school. Do you understand? Now he has the money, he has the fame, he is whatever you want to call it, right? But now he's still telling you guys that, look, I want to go back to school.
Mm-hmm.
There is nothing that is compared to what education. So please, while you're taking your first class seriously, learn a skill. I've seen a lot of persons who come out with such good grade, but they have nothing,
Have zero
has
skills.
nothing, has
And
nothing to
she
offer the
also she also
society.
said something. She was like, if you're a youth depending on salary,
Yeah.
depending on
Oh man,
working,
that's
getting
wrong.
certificate,
Absolutely
and
wrong.
you're
Yeah.
you're on the back end of
Yeah.
things. You need
Exactly.
to we need to take the bull by the horns.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want to do as long as it's something that helps you move forward and grow. You can't sit back and wait for some things to happen. You have to go and get it by yourselves. And one very, very practical step is by getting a skill. Getting a skill. Anyways, the next national holiday is National Clean Beauty Day. Now, it's a
Yo.
day that champions products mindfully created with healthful, ethically sourced ingredients. This day raises awareness about organic, plant based alternatives and avoiding harmful chemicals for personal and planetary well-being.
Okay.
Embrace transparency in your routine and discover brands committed to a healthier future. I think I'm on that path, yeah, because the hair products I use, something that most people envy because most of the times they're like, "Oh my god, your hair smells so nice. What are you using? Your hair smells so nice. What are you using?" And the funny thing is that I'm somebody that is really, really big on how I look,
Okay.
especially my hair, how everything look. It
Yeah,
must be
sure.
clean. Do you
Okay.
understand? It must be clean. So if there's acne on my face or anything, I know that okay, my hair looks polished. So even if there's acne, you're just seeing it, but it still brings out my face in a beautiful way. You
Okay.
understand? So my hair products are organic
Yeah.
from I can't mention the name of the brand.
Okay.
You have to DM and ask me.
Yeah.
Anyways, from the shampoo to the conditioner to the oil to the cream to the detangler, all of them are organic. And it's something that I like. And the point is that my hair has thanked me since the time I started using it because it's something that is light.
Okay.
You won't feel the smell is not choking.
Okay.
Because I've used a wide range of products before I finally found them.
Okay.
And the products I was using, either they have too much color, their smell irritates me because I'm somebody that has very, very sensitive respiratory system. So any harsh smell, I would feel it in
Okay.
excess. So they'll either have very harsh chemicals or they would smell in a certain way or they'll be very heavy on my hair strands. So when I got to know about their products and how organic, because I usually check the ingredients the products I use.
That's
I
very
was
important, though.
Exactly, I usually check the ingredients, and when I saw one thing that I was really big on seeing on not seeing in my shampoo was no was sulfur. I didn't want to see sulfur in my shampoo because it's a detriment to my hair.
Oh.
And so when I didn't see it, I was like, oh, I'm going to go for this. And it's mostly organic products, like a wide range of fruit extract, plant-based extracts. And some people that use aloe veras to help with their skincare. There's people that use wide range of fruits and they take in wide range of fruits. So look out for products that encourage more of plants, more of organic production
Yeah.
instead of the ones that have harsh chemicals in
Yeah.
it. That's why I always be against relaxer, sha. But that's a conversation for another day.
Okay.
Clean beauty is what we're looking out for. Because at the end of the day, clean beauty is very comfortable.
Yeah.
Might I add, very, very, very comfortable.
And then when we're talking about these, we're also referring to you guys. Yeah. And today, this morning, I had a conversation with somebody while I was coming and say, look, how on earth is that my gender like putting on a lot of cosmetics? Is it cosmetic? Do you guys call it that will cause you to look like half a black, half a white, and all of that? Yeah. So
Are
literally,
people still bleaching in
today.
this?
Okay, so
People
they
are
have
still
just let
bleaching
the
in
cat out of the
2026.
bag.
I would say
Yeah,
that. Are
I
people
saw,
still
I saw,
bleaching
and I
in
was like,
2026?
come on. If I don't know, for the girls, well, it's somehow a little bit kind of
Do you know,
dicey to even understand.
the
But
funny thing is
for the
that
men, how men? Come on, no, no,
it's
no.
when I've seen more
Yeah,
in men, funny enough.
yeah,
The funny thing is that after everything, when you get old, you will see the consequences.
yeah. There are a lot of them. There are a lot of persons.
You will see the
Majority of them sell
consequences.
water leaf in the market, and when you see them, trust me, you
Oh,
will not
Jim.
even want to buy
Oh,
anything from
Jim
them.
Thompson, relax.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's as sad as that.
please.
A lot of persons don't think about tomorrow in all the things they are doing. They are just thinking immediate, immediate, immediate. You're not thinking about tomorrow. Now, if I get to my 30s, if I get to my 40s, how am I going to look like? Am I still going to be this young? Would I still have the strength, the abilities to,
That is why
and
it's
all of that? Would the
important.
money still be there? Very
That's
important. Looking at the situation in Nigeria, most Nigerians don't even know what the next tomorrow is going to look like. Even tomorrow, or in the next hour, what the situation is going to
that's
look
why it's
like.
very, very
You know,
important to take practical steps in your
that
health
is
and
it.
lifestyle.
Yeah,
Because at the end of the day, when you are old, how would this will affect you?
yeah.
It will affect. It's not
Then,
even.
w-
It's not
then
even a curse
when
or me wishing bad for you.
your
That's
little
why.
children will be coming for holidays, they'll be like, I can't hug grandma, I can't hug grandpa, I can't. Come on, You need to
So
look good so that your grandchildren would
they
really
will
love to
use
be
you and
around
they will
you.
use
You
you and
understand? Yeah.
the reason to be proud because they
After
know that
holidays, when they go back, say, "Daddy, I can't go back to grandma. I can't go back to grandpa. Look, daddy, you look."
anyways, the next national holiday is National Hot Dog Day. National
Yo,
Hot Dog Day. We're talking about meat
yesterday, and
and
we talked
the
about hot dog,
we
right?
talked about hot dog and the fact that it's one of the list of processed meat. It's something that should be taken in. It should not be taken as a substitute for a balanced diet. But I mean, in case you want to indulge, do not do it too much. Do it in moderation. Because at the end of the day, we are looking out for your health as much as possible. But in case you want to enjoy a hot dog, today is that day to indulge. But when you are indulging,
Yeah.
indulge in moderation.
I mean moderation.
The
So
next national
you don't go and
holiday.
start be eating. You must eat in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. I have some kind of friends like that. When I was in Marian, precisely they do that every day. Every day, that's what they do for a living. Congratulations.
The next national holiday is National Give Something Away Day. National Give Something Away Day to the people that are akagom, like their hand is like this. They don't used to give anything. This is the day to open your hand and give somebody something. Declutter your closet. The clothes you're not using, the shoes you're not using, shoes that are no longer your size, shoes that you don't want to use anymore. The clothes that are no longer your size, the clothes that they are still, you know that they are still good for another person to use. Give them away.
Yeah.
Give something away. At the end of the day, it gives you room for more to come in. Do you understand? Give something away. Let's go of the things that you're no longer using anymore. Give something away to
I have a
somebody.
house to give out. I think I have a house.
Now what?
I have some wristwatch to give out, but they are not working now. I have a shoe to give out,
Thompson,
but rain don't soak them.
that's why I emphasize
Please,
on if
just
it
give something.
fits.
Give something. I
No,
will give
no,
you
no, no,
ideas.
no, not
I'll give
no,
you
no. Wait,
ideas.
wait, wait. It's not just give anything. It's not
Okay.
just give anything. Give something that you know somebody else can use.
Okay. Oh,
Somebody else
what
can.
somebody else can use. Uh-uh.
So you
I'll
won't give
give
spoil to
somebody
what you
idea.
person.
That's why I'm giving you idea. Hello, I'm giving you guys idea.
Oh please. Yeah, I know what I'm going to give out, Sha. But
Really?
I know what I'm going to give out.
But it must be somebody
Actually,
of your status, right?
of my what?
Yeah.
What?
Let's
What are
see.
you saying?
Let's see. You want to give somebody your own shirt now. There you go.
No, no, it's not clothes based. It's not clothes based. It's going
Eh.
to be some products,
Product.
some
Oh,
hair
okay.
products that I
Please
have.
prepare mine for me. I think I would love to start using. I want my gray
No.
hair to be very plenty. It's been stagnated for
Oh,
some time now.
that's it's not
Yeah.
product to do that. It's just you aging that will do that.
No, 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 no. Mine is not aging. It's mine. It's natural. Mine is natural.
The
So I have
hair,
wanted it
but
to come out more.
at
Yeah.
some point in time, white
I
hair
don't
is
wait
still
till
going to
then. I
grow.
don't want to wait till then.
Well, the next national holiday and the last one is Developmental Disability Professionals Day. This day is observed to recognize the crucial work of those who support individuals with developmental disabilities. Take time to acknowledge the qualified intellectual disabilities professionals, case managers, and service coordinators who make a profound difference. So the shout out to the lecturers that teach in sign
Yes.
language in University of
Yeah.
Calabar. I'm telling you, I think it's not easy at
Yeah.
all. It is not easy to do. So the ones that yeah, a support system, the professionals that are support system to the people with disabilities, the ones that help, the people that help their blind loved ones to walk on the road, to the ones that help their disabled people, the people around them that are disabled to walk around. Shout out to you guys. Shout out
Yeah.
to professionals that are on standby to help those that are disabled.
Yeah.
Shout out to you because it's
Dr.
not an
Tina
easy
and your
job.
team, thank you so much for all you're doing. Shout
Mm.
out to you guys. You guys are doing well in the University of Calabar and even far beyond. Yeah. Congratulations to you guys. Today we celebrate you guys. And I was trying to learn do re mi fa sol la ti do with just with signs, and then it went well. I was really, really enjoying that particular lessons with them.
I
And
actually want to
trust me,
learn.
yeah.
I want to learn when
Yeah.
the time calls for it. I will actually learn how to do it. But anyways, we have to call it then to this segment. We're going on a music break. When we come back, we'll take you through the health awareness segment of the show. This is Jagili by Burna Boy. Do not touch that. I will be back before you know it. Burner Boy. Time check is 38 minutes past the hour of 8, and you're still tuned into Unica Radio International 103.5 FM. This is the Morning Bus Show with yours truly, Sharon Antigaita and Obi Thompson. Now, moving straight to the health and wellness segment of the show. And today's health and wellness segment, we're going to be talking on the health benefits of local tapioca. So there was a particular national holiday we forgot to mention, and it's about tapioca pudding. Yes, and that is why I drew this health and wellness topic. Now you know local tapioca now.
Yeah.
Taiwa,
Yeah.
the white
Yes. Yeah.
thing.
I used to see it a
Mm.
lot, how people just go ahead to, actually um, you know, sell, and all of that. So and then I'd be like, yeah, I really love to test this. I really love to actually test this kind of a food, and all of that. But then again, sometimes I feel a bit uncomfortable to actually eat it because of the kind of persons who actually sell it. That's why I
You
usually feel
can
very uncomfortable to
you can
actually
carry it
buy
home.
it,
You can
you
carry it home
know,
and wash it.
and watch.
We
But
can
then
usually carry it home
who
and wash
sells
it
it matters a
twice.
lot, first of all. Yeah, majority of the persons I have seen are people I just feel like,
It
God,
doesn't matter to
are you
me
sure?
because I know that
Really?
I'm definitely going to go and wash it like 3 times before I eat it.
Okay. So
So it
I
doesn't
think
matter
with
to
that
me.
medication, I'm going to try it. Yeah, I
Exactly.
really love it. It's
Because
something very nice. Yeah.
if you were to take it directly from the nylon, first of all, the water in the nylon is slimy. I don't
Okay.
think you realize that. And as it's slimy like this, you will not like it at all.
Exactly.
It already looks like as if it's not something that can be eaten.
Yeah.
So what we do is that when we buy it, we buy like three sachet because I mean now it's reducing in size. Reducing in
Everything is
size now.
reducing in size now.
So we usually put it inside
Yeah.
a container, a bowl,
Yeah.
and we put water inside like twice
Give a good washing.
and wash the thing properly. Now, local tapioca, as we all like to call it in the Efe community, the Taiwa, commonly prepared from cassava and enjoyed in many parts of Nigeria, is a rich source of energy and contains nutrients that support overall health. When eaten in moderation as part of a balanced diet, it offers several nutritional benefits. One of them is that it's an excellent source of energy. It is rich in carbohydrates, making it an excellent source of energy to help fuel you for daily activities, supports physical performance, and um replenishes energy stored after exercise or strenuous work. It is also naturally gluten free. Tapioca is naturally free of gluten, making it a suitable food for people with celiac disease or gluten intolerance. It can serve as a safe alternative to wheat based foods. Also, it supports digestive health. Although tapioca is not particularly high in fiber, traditionally prepared cassava tapioca retains small amounts of dietary fiber that help promote regular bowel movements and support healthy digestion. Resistant starch present in cassava may also act as a prebiotic, feeding beneficial gut bacteria.
Okay.
It also may promote heart health. Tapioca contains small amounts of potassium, an essential mineral that helps regulate blood pressure by balancing sodium levels in the body. Maintaining adequate potassium intake contributes to healthy heart function. It also contains important minerals such as calcium, iron, magnesium, and phosphorus. Calcium for strong bones and teeth, iron for healthy red blood cell production, magnesium for muscle and nerve function, phosphorus for healthy bones and energy metabolism. It is also easily digestible. Tapioca is gentle on the stomach and is often recommended for individuals recovering from illness or those with digestive discomfort because it is easy to digest and unlikely to irritate the digestive tract.
Okay.
It is also low in fiber. It's also low in fat, pardon me. Naturally, tapioca contains very little fat and no cholesterol. When prepared without excessive sugar or fatty ingredients, it can fit into a health conscious diet. It also is suitable for many age groups. Tapioca's soft texture makes it suitable for children, older adults, and individuals who have difficulty chewing or swallowing solid foods. It also provides resistant starch. Cassava contains resistant starch, particularly when cooked and cooled. Resistant starch behaves like dietary fiber, helping improve gut health, supporting blood sugar control, and increasing feelings of fullness. It also may help with healthy weight gain.
Okay.
Because it is calorie dense and rich in carbohydrates. Tapioca can help individuals who need to gain weight to increase their calorie intake, especially when paired with protein rich foods.
Hmm.
Now, important considerations. Cassava
Hmm.
is a very is a plant that you have to handle with care. If
Exactly.
not, it could be a detriment to your health.
Yeah.
Raw cassava contains naturally occurring cyanogenic compounds that can release cyanide. Proper soaking, fermenting, drying, and cooking are essential to make tapioca safe for consumption. Now, cyanide is a very dangerous chemical that should not be consumed in the body.
Okay.
And so that is why when they cut the cassava leaf self on its own is another dangerous thing. But that's how they prepare it. That's how they prepare it to be safe.
Yeah.
That's in a tribe. I think if I can remember properly, oh no, it's not coming to my mind. But I know there's a particular tribe that prepares cassava leaves properly for consumption in
Yeah,
soups.
yeah, we have Yako local government area. We do that.
Oh
And
wow.
then I've been
It's not even
to
far safe.
some of African countries,
Yeah.
like Sierra Leone,
I was trying to
Liberia, and
think
all
of
of those
the
countries.
African country.
Trust me, that's even their favorite meal,
Mm.
cassava. Yeah, cassava leaves. And here in Nigeria, yeah, some parts of Nigeria do, but the Yako local government is where I am so comfortable and confident that, yeah, we make the best. Yeah. And they also sell it in Calabar. Yeah, there are some places where you can actually go there and get it at barracks, at IBB, you can always go there and get some.
Mm.
It's delicious. Yeah.
There's a reason why they properly soak. They soak it for I think a day or so. We prepared cassava. We had a very huge harvest of cassava one time like that,
Okay.
and we're cutting the thing, and we had to soak it for like one day. I asked
That's for
my
those who want to make how do they call that? Locally we call it a fufu, right?
no no
Akpu and all of that. So I
No,
think
I think
that's how they.
it's a normal thing when you are done when you cut the when you peel the cassava you have to allow it to ferment for a while and soak properly, then dry and then cook. They are very essential to make tapioca safe for consumption. Tapioca is high in carbohydrates but relatively low in proteins, vitamins, and fiber. It is best eaten alongside foods such as beans, fish, eggs, vegetables, or legumes to create a balanced meal. People with diabetes should consume tapioca in moderation because
Wow.
it has a relatively high glycemic index and can raise blood sugar levels if eaten in large amounts.
Wow.
But tapioca generally is a very healthy food when prepared properly.
Okay.
So as much as possible, prepare it properly to avoid poisoning yourself. Yes, when you cut, you properly soak for a period of I think a day or two to allow it to ferment properly, and you can dry before cooking. I think I've seen them do it.
Yeah, I think
I'll be
some
part of the
people do that,
process.
but I think what I also see some people do is after peeling off, boiling, they have to slice it after boiling and then keep it till the following day before consumption, and then
Yeah.
wash it properly
Wash it
before
properly
now
again.
final consumption.
Mm.
Why some people just chop it, put it after cooking, they have to sun it a little bit after sunning it and then soak it before those people do it, especially when it is home consumption. But if it is these persons who actually take it out for business, for selling and all of that, well, I don't know how some of them do it, but trust me, I think it's something that we just need to be careful with what we're eating outside. That's just it. Yeah.
Exactly. And also when you get your cassava, when you buy from a local person, it's very important to also wash at the same time. Wash properly before you consume. It can be consumed with coconuts. It can be prepared with coconuts, granules. It can also be put in some people eat it with
Yeah.
beans, other protein rich foods, so that it can balance the level of it can offer a balanced meal because tapioca is just mostly carbohydrates in it. So usually put in fruits, um all these foods rich in mineral sources, vitamins, vegetables also, and also foods rich in proteins, vitamins, and minerals. They pair it with beans, some pair it with I think I've seen Fish. Yes. Oh my God.
Fish is very common, and
God.
then kanda, they put
Kandake.
kanda, and yeah.
Fried fish is goated. Jesus
Okay.
Christ. First fry the fish and keep it aside.
Mm.
Then prepare the cassava. Eat it together. Thank me later. In case you have not tried it.
Don't worry, I
Thank me
think
later.
I'm gonna
It
try that
hits the
today.
brain different. I don't know, that
Really?
hits the brain
Ah,
different, mind
that's
you.
interesting.
It's very, very nice. Actually. Also, I prefer mostly coconuts and fried fish to granuts. But in case you can't afford those, granuts is the best bet for for consuming. In fact, I'm going to find it. See, this is not if I want to find it, I can't find it. That's very annoying thing. If I want to find it, that's when I'll not be able to find it. As I
Okay.
yesterday, I wanted to find bole. I could not find bole to eat. I felt like eating bole that yesterday. But it is well.
Yeah,
It's all right. It's all
sure.
right. But I will definitely find tapioca today. So you're encouraged to add this to your diet and also balance with a lot of foods rich in proteins, vitamins, and minerals. But tapioca in total provides a lot of various health benefits when prepared properly and when eaten in moderation. Now we have to go back to the music break. Before we come back to take you through other segments of the show, the news flash comes up by 9 a.m. So stay tuned for the news flash and then the continuation of the show. But before that, we're going to go back to the music. This is Sunshine by Ashake. Do not move away from your radio set. We'll be back before you know it. From that music break, you are back to the Morning Bus Show on Unical Radio International 103.5 FM. My name is Sharon Africa, and I'm here.
Did I
The
hear
gang.
TH in
My
the?
dear, I don't even understand what is wrong.
Okay.
But
I
my
thought I
voice,
heard wrong.
my voice, even me, I could not. I was like, wait, so since when? Since when do your father put H
It's
in your
okay.
name?
It's okay.
My name is Sharon Africa.
Okay.
Thank you very much. And I'm here with the complete gang. Vine just joined us in the studio. Good morning, Vine. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning, Sharon.
You say you're fine. You're lying.
Well, I'm not so fine. I woke up with hey, what's happening this morning? I woke up with clogged nostrils, so I had to do the whole hot
Hot
water
water.
therapy where I had to add hot water,
What's wrong with us? Send your OAP this morning.
rub and all of that. So yeah,
This is the weather that threatens our skill. So
honestly.
yesterday, I remember you said our voice is
Mm.
part of our skill. This is the weather that threatens the skill.
Well,
Mighty.
the Lord is our strength in
Well,
this trying time.
I tried to disabuse that mindset this morning when she was actually making excuses for herself, to her listeners out there. And then I said no.
Excuse you.
I once was told that once told that you are an adult. So at this point in time, she
Once
complaining
was-
of the
Thomas is
that's what she
baiting me
said.
this morning. Once
happened?
was
Okay,
told. Is it not obvious?
What are we talking about here?
Okay.
So this morning
weather.
I said that in case you don't like the way my voice sounds,
Mhm.
it sounded like this because of cold and the fact that I was exposed to rain.
You're not
For a very
explaining all
long
of that.
period
Though.
of
You didn't
time.
explain all of this.
And I
Even if you
said-
explain, so you're just making
And he
excuses.
now said that he thought I was an adult. That they said I was an adult. That was the statement he made. And in my head, I'm asking, no, in my head, I'm asking outside. Is it not obvious I'm an adult?
Okay, I'm trying to understand the correlation between
Please,
adulthood.
trying
being
to
exposed
understand will
rain.
even make you feel somehow.
I don't even know. It's Thompson.
It's
that's
going
trying to
everywhere and
motivate me.
nowhere at the same time.
Okay.
But it's all right. At the end of the
It's
day,
fine.
the Lord is our strength and our muscle, and
Amen.
we're going to get through this rainy season as much as I
But
believe.
you're good. I will not see.
And then
I
I don't want
know.
to sound like to,
Dry-
it's
dry
me,
season-
it's me
dry
pushing
season-
bad for you. but
which dry
don't
season?
Dry season is still going to
Thompson,
complain
you
that
see
it's
this your
because
deep
of the
baritone
weather.
voice.
No.
Don't worry.
During dry season, you still say,
Don't
it's because
worry.
of the
It's
dry season.
Harmattan.
It's Harmattan. Harmattan is cracking my
Have I
throat.
ever complained about
Yeah.
my voice before?
We'll get
Have
there
I
now.
complained about my
We'll
voice?
get there.
Get
No, I have not. I'm not complaining. I'm
Don't
just
worry
saying,
now.
I
We'll
said I
get
put
there.
the heart of my listeners because they'll be like, why is this guy sounding like
That time we're
like,
going to have
broken recorder.
the four aces in this room actually working. And you know
Aces,
what that
God, I
means.
beg.
You know what that means.
One day, Thompson,
Okay.
this is your baritone voice. I will not say anything. What do you think I'm threatening you here?
And people would
One day.
think that is Nigerian movie. You know those things, right? Those perceptions. It's Nigerian movie.
One day,
You
you
know
will
go
just
crack.
come to the studio like this to
And be like-
find voice. You know, go see. No worry.
Okay. Oh.
One day, no
Battle
worry.
of the
I'll be sounding like
No.
they will still love it.
It will be high pitched.
People should wait for what's it called now?
Do re mi fa sol la ti do.
Schools of Paradise. I'll be waiting in a competition, singing competition.
Right.
At 11:11 during the festivals, you can't do your
We'll go
voice
and do it
showcase.
there.
I mean,
Yeah.
Thompson sings, you sing as well. So I mean, what's a coincidence?
I wish Project Fame was on. It would have been a very good platform.
Not true.
Yes, but
Yeah.
before you go there, disassociate yourself from Unicar Radio, so that
Oh.
you know.
Okay.
Anyways, time check is 12 minutes past the hour of 9, and we're going straight to the people and culture segment because we still down here and gist.
We're sitting
gist
people
till
and
10
culture.
a.m.
Okay. Oh.
Mighty. Anyways, this people and culture. I saw something while I was walking. I was not trekking, by the way. I was
Walk,
walking.
yeah, we know.
I was
We
walking
never
around-
trek, you just walk. We know.
I was walking around the
Own your
axis.
truth.
I was walking around the axis of from Watts to Egerton to Henshaw Town, Duke Town axis.
You're walking.
towards
And you're
Beach
walking.
Market. Calm
Just say
down
you were
now.
passing.
Girl.
I was not trekking. I
Yeah.
intentionally
No,
wanted
just-
to walk.
Say you were passing. Just pass.
I don't even have to
Which
mention
guy?
you guys.
Which guy you were walking? Just
I
pass.
was waiting to hear maybe from what to maybe state what's it called
Bikwa
No,
from
hey.
Bikwa,
Ah,
town.
no.
I was
Then
thinking
from
from
a
what
town.
to is it the choice or something, but from what to Henshaw Town,
No, wait.
like
Wait.
from what to my village.
Wait, yeah. Probably he
Wow.
was looking for Vine Henshaw.
Wow, that was
So what
that,
did you
that was a
see?
stretch, but okay.
Us.
Let's
Yeah.
let's
Let's hear
have
you,
it. What
yeah.
did you see? What did
What
you
did you see?
notice on
See,
your
it's not about it
on
to
your
trek.
walk?
But I was walking actually.
If you actually owned your truth and said you were trekking,
I was not
It's
trekking.
somebody would drag you.
I was not
But you
trekking.
said you walked
I essentially
at the
wanted to walk.
distance.
See, if you guys visit that place, you will know how beautifully ancient that place is. And it's
Okay.
beautiful. It has a lot of monuments that piqued my interest.
Okay.
There's a particular statue of a white king. Is that I think that's his name? A doctor, a particular
King.
doctor.
Yeah.
Dr. White.
Yes.
Mm.
His statue is there. I'll talk about him later.
Standing
Yes.
at the Henchertown.
There's a
um,
church there, I think.
There's a
church.
square.
Mm,
Okay.
exactly. So that's it. But I'll talk about him
Related
later
to me,
on.
but okay.
It is well. I get grandpapa will be general, so I don't understand. We have pride here. We have pride here. Anyway, so I saw a particular studio. It's locked now at the moment, but it was open before. And the name of the studio is Fernandez Providence Studio. You would see it's engraved on the I think those days they used to engrave the writings on the
the wall.
buildings. They don't just print them on the buildings.
Mm.
I was talking with my brother, and he says like it was deliberate, so that they will leave. It was to leave a mark, and a little mark that even if the prints cannot clean, it's definitely still
But
there.
the thing is, when you say it leaves a mark, there's something about things like houses, cars, fashion. They are fleeting. They don't last forever.
Yeah.
So there'll be a time where such buildings are no longer needed and they'll be demolished.
Not be demolished. But then again, this particular building, I don't know. We are sleeping on tourism. In this.
My family house, right? Whenever I look at the house, I'm like, what were they thinking? But
Same.
then again, it was like, okay, that was the cool thing back then.
Same.
Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean I have to climb 10 steps or even 12 steps for a bungalow? It's not a story room, it's not a duplex. A bungalow, but it has 10 steps. Why? Like, why?
Up down, up down. It's still on the floor. It's still on the floor.
Oh God.
Anyway, Sha, I feel like
They
that
were
was the
scared of
time.
flood. They
No,
were
I feel
scared
like
of
that was the
flood,
time
yeah.
that they were trying out new things. I feel like that's the time they're trying out new things in architecture too. So I feel like that's what made it. But
And those
now we have
buildings
seen
are
that
so
some things
strong,
make
though.
no sense.
Ooh,
Exactly,
they are
they're
so strong.
Jesus, even on this particular building, self,
Mm.
this balcony, like you know how balconies are,
Yeah.
not the iron ones.
Mm.
They used to use brick ones then.
Yes.
Now it's not a balcony. It just has the designs on the plastered on the walls. So my
Mm.
brother was like, waste of material. What's this?
I know why it's like that. Some of them actually made these materials by themselves. They did not contact anybody or contract anybody. They did it by themselves.
So it's
they
kind
could-
of like a
they could
canvas.
explore, yes.
Exactly. So, anyways, they're talking of the Fernandez Providence Studio, and you see 1924 under it. Now, it's a landmark in photographic heritage. The studio was founded in 1924 by Alexander Pedro Sixtus Fernandez, occupies a unique place in the history of photography in Nigeria. Established in Henshaw Town, Calabar, it is widely regarded as the oldest surviving photographic studio in Calabar and among the earliest indigenous photography studios in southern Nigeria. Its establishment came at a time when photography was still a specialized profession dominated largely by Europeans and a few African pioneers. In the 1920s, were a period of rapid social and economic transformation in Calabar. As one of Nigeria's oldest colonial administrative centers and an important seaport, because when you move further on, you're going towards the beach market
Beach,
access.
mm.
In fact, I think there's a point where you reach, you will stand, you will see the beach, you will see a very huge
If you
mass.
go to the
of
Henderson, you
land.
should see the beach from
You should
there.
see the beach from there. So, anyways, we were one of the oldest colonial administrative centers, and because of that, Alexander recognized the need to establish this particular studio. The studio quickly became the preferred destination for individuals, families, traditional rulers, merchants, missionaries, and government officials who wish to preserve important moments through photography. If you go online, you will see the particular photographs that were produced from this particular studio. And even in this place, I'm going to bring out more. In this particular place, there are a lot of there's one very old church there, a Sacred Heart Church, with the architectures that are very, very peculiar. To know that they've been standing for a long period of time is something that amazed me even up till now. Even around the seaport axis, there are some old buildings
Oh
that are
yeah.
still there. They have not been demolished. They're still there up to today.
The
and I'm going
post
to
office.
yeah,
a
the
lot of
post
things.
office, and
Mm.
also I think there's a particular a fish
Farm.
house. Yeah, there was like house there. But I know when you go inside there, you see this was that church there too, an old church that was erected by an European man, but then taken over by an African person because his picture is still on the walls of the building.
Mm.
But anyways, talking of the photography studio, it's known to be Nigeria's first active photography studio. and it was something that kept the visual archive of Calabar's history by documenting all the ceremonies and festivals, the coronations, activities, weddings, funerals, everything that needed to be preserved. That photography studio was known for it.
Isn't it rather ironic that Calabar is known for a lot of fests in
Mm.
Nigeria? Somehow, you know, we're falling off the radar.
Yeah. I even saw a particular post. The girl said she missed when Calabar was Calabar.
Mm,
That Calabar now is a shadow, almost a shadow of
of
itself.
itself.
And it's funny how people are still appreciating the shadow, but then people that were there before know
Mm.
that
It was
better
more
than
than this.
Anyways, it's the greatest legacy of Fernandez's studio lies in preserving memory. Thousands of photographs produced by the studio served as historical records that continue to support research in history, anthropology, journalism, and cultural studies. Many historians record the studio's collection as an invaluable archive of old Calabar and southeastern Nigeria. Today, the studio is celebrated as a symbol of indigenous entrepreneurship, excellence, and cultural preservation. Its founder is remembered as one of Nigeria's pioneering photographers whose work helped preserve the identity and heritage of Calabar for future generations. I will still talk on more from this particular town. But for now, it's just particular studio. Although it is locked, that place is supposed to be a museum. I don't even understand. It's supposed to be a museum. We are sleeping on the tourist attractions in this
I think
state.
somebody said something. Somebody that came from Lagos said something, and I really agree. There are a lot of things or a lot of places, a lot of things and places that should be tourist attractions, should
Hmm.
be museums, should be kept very well for tourist attraction. But for some reason, it's been abandoned. There's no attention that is given to
Yeah.
it, and we pride ourselves in as a tourism-centered state. But somehow we are sleeping on a lot of tourist sites and attractions
That place should be
in this
open.
place.
All the
And
old photographs
Mm.
that was done there should be displayed on the
Even the
wall.
camera that
The
was
old,
used then
yes, the
should
old
be
cameras,
there.
the setups, and because I've seen the way the old cameras are not as the way they are now. You usually have to there's light that has to be there. This was
And
another thing they
I
used
think
to
you have to
use.
stay there for like an hour.
Yes, you have to stay there with the same smile for
I
a
don't
while.
understand. People used
before
to
it
suffer.
gets it.
Oh. No,
I'm
no,
tell-
no. People used to
There's
suffer.
some that you have to set it up, and then
Mm.
it now allow you to come and stand in the picture. So you guys will stay and wait for the thing to flash.
Mm.
It was actually see, do your research on history. It's very, very interesting.
yeah, it's
And
just that these days also, our tourism bureau have only make it look as if it's only during December period that
that's
we'll be having
yes.
all of this fun fair in Calabar, which is not supposed to
That's
be
why we always
so.
ask the question
Okay.
after the carnival, what
What,
happens?
what happens,
happens?
because we suppose that day in day out, even this rainy season, we could have another activity during this season, just like what we have in Delta, I think Bayelsa State and all of fishing
Mm.
festival. We should also have another event in Cross River State, that especially Calabar, to enable that's why I also, during orientation, a lot of students will stay in Calabar and then stay and live for 4 6 8 good years without
Now,
even knowing a
now
lot
let
of
me correct
places.
something, Thompson.
Okay.
It doesn't always have to be a festival, right?
Okay.
Where it's outdoor,
Yeah.
loud music. No, it can be something intimate. It can be something
calm.
more serious.
See,
Like there are lots of things to
for
explore.
example,
It doesn't always
now-
have to be loud festival.
For
Okay.
example, in a museum now,
Mm.
they could just set a day where they want to give public awareness.
Yeah.
Bring out some of the sculptures and
Artifacts,
everything, and display them there,
Mm.
and make sure that they are guarded so that
Mm.
nothing would happen to them. They will still be preserved. Like for example, now in the studio now, we'll just bring out the particular photographs that were used, keep it there, and then there's a small, let's say, luncheon or a
Yeah.
brunch, something. There's something to eat, and then you can easily just. I mean, you see how they go. They don't play loud music in museums abroad.
Now, if
But
you've
do you
gone
know
to-
even those things would actually work out if only the governments are taking proper care of those who are working in those
Thank you
places?
very
Exactly.
much.
Because you
Thank
wouldn't
you very
expect
much.
people to actually spend
Thank
their
you
time there when
very,
the
very
government
much.
themselves are not looking
Yeah, we're
at
talking
those
about the
particular
people.
area.
Let's talk about the place itself.
Okay.
Now, I went to the old residency museum on Sunday.
Yeah.
Whenever I go there, it pains me so much because Oh my God, that place is beautiful.
Yes,
There are a lot
very.
of intriguing things there, but there's lack of maintenance. That place should be somewhere that people would
You
come
see
from
that
all over
bell?
the world
You see that
just to
bell?
see the things that are there.
That bell is rusting. It's rusting. It's still there. The telephone box
Yeah.
is
Oh,
damaged.
Okay, I was when I say it's still there. I'm like,
It's
when last were
damaged.
you there 10 years ago?
No, the telephone box is damaged. The first time I wandered into that place, it wasn't as it wasn't painted then. And I looked at it. The woman was saying she allowed us to take pictures.
Yeah, it's took
on it.
pictures as well,
Mhm.
videos.
The woman was saying that that they need more funding.
Now,
to
when I
better
spoke with the
museum.
man, right, we're doing a
Yeah.
documentary, and I spoke with the man, and when we started talking, he just told me to turn off the cameras, and he was venting. This man said a lot of things. How, first of all, that initially they used to be connected to the government house electricity, but a certain administration came and cut them
it.
off for no reason.
And
Now,
the
when
funny
you
thing
go
is-
there, they have to turn on the gen, and some bulbs are not working.
And that is why they'll
Oh,
charge you
Jesus.
for taking pictures and doing videos because they are trying to generate revenue for whatever they're doing. Because I feel like at the end of the day, they're not just worried about their salaries, but they're preserving what they have there.
Because they have a lot of
If they don't use
cultural
if they don't
artifacts.
use their money to preserve it, it means they'll end up not even having anything to do.
And
It's
you
just
think
like
about
even
this,
in the
they are
school.
very passionate about what
Yes.
they do.
Yes, and it's just like even in the school, a lot of departments, if you go to a lot of departments, the heads of departments or even lecturers use their own money to run what they're supposed to do. Just and because they believe that if they should wait for the management to come to their circle, it's going to be a long delay.
But we
That's
actually-
exactly what, in fact, we talked about nurses this week some times ago, and that's exactly what nurses are doing. So it has to do with competent leaders.
But
Competent leadership.
I feel like the government should actually look into the tourism sector of this.
Like we
of the
cannot
state.
always depend on Carnival. Like we
No,
can't.
do you
Now
understand?
there's something that they do.
Yeah.
The whole is it Jesus Carnival or something? I'm totally till tomorrow morning.
Not
I'm
really
totally
understanding.
against it till
I think
tomorrow
I know
morning.
the
'Cause
run. I don't
there
know.
is- imagine putting that fund or taking those funds rather to put into places like the old residency, the slave trade museum, and make it even better than.
Yes.
Okay, so something happened. I saw at the old residency there is there's the More Munene, there's the Obong of Calabar, and there's the how do they call this other one?
Ife?
Moray. No. But it's just about the clans, the three clans in Calabar,
Yeah.
the Ifuts, the Kors, and the Ifoks.
Mm.
Now the Obong of Calabar and I think the Moray were there, like they have their statue there, but one statue was missing. Why? They said one thing that they couldn't get it, funding, this and that. I'm like, things
And
like
not
this shouldn't even be
preserving-
happening.
And
It
not
shouldn't be
preserving
happening.
some things. The funny thing is that the place I'm talking about, in that place, there are some people that, in fact, the road slopes.
It's very sloppy, yeah.
So the place is tarred, yes,
Mm.
but there's a part of the road that has fallen off,
Mm.
and now it has given way. And rain is falling, so that place is flooded. So I told my brother, I was like, how am I sure that if I don't step here like this, it will not fall?
Mm.
That and carry me into the gutter too, because I mean it's not even the basic infrastructure that is there. It's not there, and they're sleeping on the tourism. That place, I'm sure it was breeding with Europeans. It was breeding with our colonial masters then, and preserving the history. People want to come back and see these places, and then having things like art fairs coming, and then you're not just displaying museum pieces. You're also giving younger people or artists a room to display their own too, or to also even sell their own out there. I mean, it's generating revenue for the government, for the states, and also projecting Cross River State. We're tired of just if they are saying Cross River State, you're just seeing Finger Park sign. You're seeing Carnival. You're seeing the monoliths. There are a lot of things.
I just feel like the
in
carnival,
Cross River
the
State.
carnival is becoming very stale. That's what I think. It's
Yes.
becoming very stale. There are new
Yes.
things that should be done. Like we have a lot of cultural heritage to tap into, but we are not doing that.
Look into that. You see Calabar South, Calabar South, Old Calabar, the Creek Town, Duke Town, Henshaw
Yeah.
Town. Those places, they're the places that things happen before it started propagating to other parts of Nigeria. But anyways, if we dwell on this, we're going to be talking out of passion.
Yeah.
We're going straight to the top story segment because of time, and this is from the university space. Unical is safe and secure, management says. The management of the University of Calabar, Unical, has noted the statement by the secretary of the Niger Delta Activist Forum, Comrade Oga Emmanuel Oko, regarding the general safety of students in hostels, particularly in Malabo and halls 8 and 9. Management wishes to assure staff, students, parents, guardians, and the general public that the University of Calabar remains safe and secure. The welfare and safety of students remains a top priority of the Vice Chancellor, Professor Ofyong Efanga Ofyong, and the entire university administration. As part of the management's proactive commitment to student welfare, the Chief Security Officer, in collaboration with the Dean of Student Affairs, has been directed to further strengthen security operations across hostels. This includes intensified day and night patrols, enhanced access control at hostel entry points, and upgrade of surveillance in and around female hostels. University is collaborating with relevant security agencies to sustain a safe learning and living environment for all. Management reiterates that the safety and well-being of students is non-negotiable. Any act that threatens the security of students will be treated with utmost seriousness, and appropriate disciplinary and legal actions will be taken in line with the university regulations. The university is engaging hostel porters, the student union government, and hall executives to promote vigilance and encourage prompt reporting of any suspicious activities. Students are equally advised to secure their valuables and report any concerns to the security units promptly. The University of Calabar remains fully committed to maintaining an environment that guarantees the safety, dignity, and peace of mind of everyone on the campus. Management appreciates stakeholders who contribute to the discourse on student welfare and reaffirms that the campus is safe. This is from the Public Relations Unit, University of Calabar. What do
Yeah.
you think about this?
I think, okay, go first.
Yeah, I think I want to believe the fact that over time, the University of Calabar have experienced total peace and
True.
tranquility.
Yes.
Yeah, we must give that to the previous management and, of course, the current management.
Absolutely.
But whatever it is, whoever is peddling any rumor somewhere must have to be very careful. But on the other hand, I think our Nigerian government have taught all of its workers or everywhere that when anybody come out to make information, the first thing is for them to debunk the information first, and then before they start giving excuses and still fall back to the same thing. Now, if you look at the response Peter Obi gave to David Umahi, you could see how how responsible and how somebody could own something and then make it to be the way it should be. Okay, fine. You said there are security situation in the University of Calabar. What actually happened? What can you pinpoint? Do you understand? Whether you like it or not, student areas, there are a lot of students who they have this natural attitude of picking what does not belong to them. But here in the school,
Natural?
yeah, a lot of them have that natural gift of picking
What
what
do you
does
call
not
that
Yeah,
belong
thing?
to them.
kleptomania.
So when they
Kleptomania.
come to the school, that's why the university gives what certification based on what character
Learning
and
and
learning. So
development.
they are here to mold characters. They are here to help you to learn, right? So now, if you go back to the hostels, you could see a lot of students who do some certain things, and you ask yourself, why are you doing this? This attitude where a lot of person puts on, even in office space or even in the hostels. You see, people just walk in and out. Nobody questions who are you. Nobody asks questions.
I feel like building
everywhere
on
is
what
just
you said,
free.
building on what you said, the university campus is not fully guarded. Do you know what I say so? For example, now we
Even
only
at
have
main gates.
security. We
Okay.
only have security operatives at main gates and VC gates. Finish.
Would you
There's a
call those?
gate.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry. But would you call them security operatives? Because if anything happens now, can they swiftly respond
Well,
to
I've seen
a
them
security
swiftly.
threat?
Yes.
I've seen them swiftly respond at main
To a
gates.
security
Yes.
threat.
At main
Yes.
gates.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's the
yes.
reason why they cannot do all of these things on their own. That's why they're having partnership with
Because I've seen
the state
seen
security.
them.
Don't forget,
Because
some
I've seen
couple of
them
days
struggle
ago, we
with.
talked about the same thing here, where the student union government's president and its entourage, visited the
PPRO.
the PPR of the state.
state.
Do you understand? And so the school security team does not just work alone.
Because
they also
I've seen
work with
they've actually
external,
tried on that place.
security
There was a particular
operatives.
altercation there.
Yeah.
With bus drivers also. So this particular security agent came out and was telling them to calm down, relax. The bus driver was fighting with the tramway officer. So they were saying relax, relax, relax. So this was to the point where they held his uniform when when in the heat of an argument, you will not know who you are hitting. You
Mm.
understand? That's why people try to stay away from it. But he was trying to separate them as much as possible. So I've seen the work that they do, and it's not just on one occasion. When there are protests there, they protect students that are there. I've seen what
The
they're
thing
doing.
is that I also realized that they
But
also have other sub-security uniforms, in the university
yeah,
space.
but
Yeah.
the point is, the University of Calabar is not fully guarded. Now there is a gate behind my faculty, medical laboratory science faculty. It is there's a bush path there. People are passing there. You
Mm.
can tell me anything can happen around that place and nobody knows. Anything can
Yeah.
happen there. Now aside VC
There are
Gate,
security, there
Goldie
are security
Gate,
personnel
and
in that
Main
place.
Gate,
Oh. Yeah, that place you're talking about. I have passed there several times. There are security personnel in that place. It's
the
just
place that
they
leads to
are not.
Windsworth Hostel.
I know now.
place
That
with-
particular,
with
yeah, you can pass there
farms
to
there.
teaching hospital. That
Bush
particular place
path.
close to public, how do they call it? Public,
Public health.
no, not public
Not
health.
public health.
Yeah, that is a laboratory science.
Yes,
that
it
particular
leads
place.
to the labs. The
There
labs
are
at the back.
security personnel there, but I don't know, how they tend to, come
Thompson,
out to
Thompson is
act.
not the gates that is close to Faculty of Medicine. I'm talking about.
If
I'm
you
talking
pass
of
that
the other
particular
one.
place- If you pass that particular place, I think, is it not that place there where you have your, the faculty?
Directly behind the Faculty of
That is
Med Lab
what I'm
Science.
saying. There's
Exactly.
that little passage, right? That you have to
Yes.
maneuver to go
Mm.
through Windsworth. That's what I'm saying. There are security personnel, but a majority of them are usually women, right? You will not know. There are security personnel in that place. I have noticed that several times because I know a lot
But
of
why
them.
can't that gate
They are-
be
they are
clear so that
usually
it can be
seated-
clear?
Normally, that place was blocked.
Mm.
Do you understand? But just all of a sudden, students, especially those who actually come in for night class, they prefer to
It's not
make
even
use of
night
that
class,
place.
Thompson.
A
When I
lot of
was-
them have
when I
pulled
was
down. If you look
in-
at that place, you could see that it's not a deliberate act of putting on that place open,
As a
but
track,
it is
mm.
something that people have put it as a track.
So before in the administration of Florence Obi,
Yeah.
before there was a protest, a very dangerous protest. So they had to use all these blocks to block that gate.
Yeah.
But that gate was very accessible to people, to us that was there, because we had to walk. We can walk directly from the Faculty of Med Lab into the labs at the back of the teaching hospital. But then, because of the fact that it was blocked, we now have to turn all the way from Vista Gate, turn back into the secondary school, and then walk into the hospital, which was something that was very, very hard for us to do then. So there was an alternative route that was created.
Bye.
I do not know. I do not have information on that.
Of
I
course,
do
there
not
must
know.
be same students
It
here.
was.
in the
It's possible
university.
that it was the same students. There was an
Hmm.
alternative route, but then that place has covered that place. So if there's a security threat, people may not even realize there's a security threat there.
Mm.
So you're telling me that this is the first time I'm hearing that there's a security.
No, there
agent
are people
close
there.
to that place.
Yes, there are
Why
people there.
can't that place be cleared and made a proper gate that could be guarded? You know that, okay, that is a security spot.
And for that to happen, they have to rework on the fence around that
exactly,
place
the
for that
gates
place to
and
be gated.
everything.
And that
then to the
equally means they
back.
have to fence down to where you have, how do they call it? Computer science up, down there till you get to
And
where
then
they
to the
have the
back of
morgue
the
and
Cameroon
all of that.
access
Yeah.
too. It's another side again. It's not. They are not. Our university campus is not really barricaded. You said there's no fence around the school. There are bush tracks at the
Seriously.
back.
I think
No,
last
there were
year somebody
fences, but I
came
think
to say
Fell
something
off, yeah.
that the university just has 4 exits. Right, we have the 2 gates at the main gate, we have the one at Visis Gate, and we have the one
Goldie
at
Gate.
Goldie Gate.
Mm.
And people came out to say that that's not true.
That's not
and that's
true.
not true. In totality, that is not true, because there are other tracks that students use to come to school. Not
I
even
mean, the
just
staff
students,
quarters is still
people
there.
use. There was a time around what's this place called now? Black and White Field.
Mm.
There was a fence, and I realized that it was same. I wouldn't say students, but people cut out a particular part of the fence
Fence.
down
And they were
Passing
using
it,
that
yeah.
place.
using it. Come on. And for years it happened, and are you telling me that somehow the chief security officer couldn't realize that, okay, something was wrong and needed to be fixed?
So the university space
Yeah,
is not
sometimes they
properly
used to send
barricaded.
students back away. I've
Because-
noticed that too.
Because if you have a territory to guard,
It's not about
easier.
sending students away, it's about working on that place.
What see if you have a territory, if you have a fenced territory, you can easily guard it, because you know that the points where security agents are placed, and you know that there's no other place anybody will pass again except they jump the fence. But then it's not properly guarded, so security is not really, will I say, guaranteed.
Now
to an
another
extent.
part of security I think we need to work work on as an institution is the hostels.
Mm.
Thompson raised a very valid
People
argument. People
pass.
just go in and go out, without regulation. And with that, you
There
cannot
was a time I
particularly
saw a guy in a female
okay, you
hostel.
cannot particularly tell what goes on or who just went in, but if there's some form of documentation before you come in, you write your name, your phone number, or something, but a form of maybe presents your
ID card.
identity
Your school
card
ID
or
card.
something, so that people can know who went in and who went out. or
This
who
is
goes
why
out.
the digital ID card ID card that was actually initiated. I don't know if that idea have been actually
The ID.
whether the idea have actually collapsed or
I don't think
the
it
brain
has.
behind
has.
that,
Because I think
because
every student
right
owns
from
one.
that time till today, we've not gone to any place and you're being asked to maybe use it as a pass. Don't forget the former vice chancellor made that open that before you can
If you're talking of
access
the
the vice
student
chancellor's
ID,
blog, you have to
you're talking of a
put it.
student ID.
Yeah.
Well, but
Okay.
that's how it happens when you're going to the VC's blog. You
No, they
should-
just only look at the ID card.
Okay, you're
now.
talking
I'm
about
talking
like
about
slotting
having
into
a
a
slot
machine.
into a machine.
Okay,
This will
okay.
enable you to even
Authenticate
at
first of
main
all.
The only time I see that
That
it
will
works
now
is when they want to
authenticate to
read
show
my
that-
ID card for exam.
Okay.
To know that whether I'm the one on the.
And even at that,
on
sef,
the
they
ID
just
card.
look at it. So
Mm.
why
So
then
they
is
will,
it digital?
They will scan the barcode on
From
my
where?
ID card.
From where?
From
There's
the
a
back, you can
barcode
actually
on my
scan
ID
That's
card.
what I'm saying. What do they use to
A
scan
phone.
They use a phone. You can't say
Which
phone to
person's
scan it to
phone?
bring out all
Anybody's
my,
phone.
Hold
my
on now.
details.
Which person's phone?
The
Any
invigilator's phone.
phone
Now
you can use.
we're talking about security, right?
Mm.
So at the end of the day, how does that invigilator now translate that particular thing to the school portal or to the school saver that this is it? So there should be a machine. Do you understand? Situated in all of these places.
No,
If you
let-
want
let
to
me-
do the
let me
right thing.
Let's understand something, right? When you're talking about scanning a code
Yeah.
or authenticating something,
Mm.
you are a person of authority
Yes.
in an examination hall. Let's say a supervisor, you're a person of authority. The only authentication needed is between you, the person of authority, and the student, because
Okay.
management sent you there as a person of authority. So there's no need for any server, whatever.
The only time that will be needed
Now,
is in
that
the
is why we are
VC's
even failing.
office.
That's why we are even failing, because the idea behind all of this was to have a particular machine situated at main gate, so that as students come, you slot in, pass. So we need to know when you
Wow.
came
That's
to
going
the
to
school.
be very impossible, first of all.
No,
No,
it is
no, it's actually
possible. These are
possible. It's
things that are
happening
very
in-
feasible.
it's
You don't need
happening
to
in some
take
private
time. It's just to pick
That's
it,
why I
possible.
put
don't
it.
hear
But
yourself
then-
in a private university.
but
Every day
then-
they have thousands of people coming in and out of the university.
It is
so
very
now
simple.
let's say that people that are coming for things like inquiries, coming to visit somebody. What
They
card
will
do they
give you a
slot in?
visitor pass.
They are visitor pass. If you go to
The
VC,
way
if
the
you
way
go
they give
to
cards,
VC
visitor
blog,
passes.
that's what happens.
They
They
will give
give
you a
you
visitor
a
pass.
particular thing to put it on. And
It's
then-
possible. It's
yeah.
feasible actually, but it's a big project. It's a big project actually. But this to show that.
Do you even remember when we
universities-
had the last convocation, right? People have to come and then book for their parking slot. That's what
That was
happens.
total rubbish.
Ah,
But anyways, we have to actually come to the end of the segment. And I don't talk tire. Jesus Christ.
thank you. It's our university. We love it.
But this to show that even though there are working efforts to enhance security in university space, be vigilant as much as possible. When you see something, verify before you say something.
Something.
Thank you very much. We're going straight to the music. When we come back, we'll take you through the conversation of the day. This is Kante by Faith and Davido. Do not stay far away from radio set. We'll be back before you know it. Fave, welcome back from that music break. It is still the Morning Bus Show on Unical Radio International 103.5 FM. And we're going straight to the next segment, which is the conversation of the day. Something very sad that we found out yesterday, and we would like to play an audio from it to build up on the story.
This my Benue brother don't they ask me out since. We know ourselves from TikTok. The guy don't they ask me out since. So he invites me from Lagos to Otukpo. And so on getting there, I no can't lie the guy. I no like the guy. The way the guy they behave, I no like him. And night don't already do. I no even get money to go lodge hotel. So when we want sleep, now the guy won't touch me. I say, make the guy no touch me. See what thing the guy do me for face. No be say as I call, he even buy me anything though. Now only one plate of pepper soup and one must he buy for me. And he won't touch me. I say I no agree. See what thing the guy carry knife, say he must buy me. See what he do to my face. If person know they date in own tribe, na problem. If person they date in own tribe, na problem. See what thing the guy do my face. And I don't rush, go report am to all the people, all those vigilantes. They don't even do anything about them. See what thing the guy do me. Now only God help me. Maybe say and the guy no buy me. See waiting my own.
Okay, that's
There are a lot of chaos, a lot of things going on in that video. But
Oh my
let's start from the foundation.
Yeah.
And I would like to lay that foundation. And that is traveling from one state to another city to see someone is such a very wild thing. Thank you very much. It's a very wild thing to do, especially in this time
I can't even
when
stand
there's
up from my house to another person's
insecurity
house.
lurking in every corner, in every
Lagos
highway.
to
You took
Benue
yourself from
State.
Lagos to Benue State. That's a very far journey, by the way.
It's
From
not.
Lagos is not.
It's not a very far journey.
Oh,
It's
really?
not.
Yeah, love can make you travel from India by leg
I beg. So
down to Sambisa,
now you Sabi. Anyway, so
and you eat.
moving from Lagos to Benue State to see someone that you term your brother. Right, so there was a platonic, from what I gather from that story,
Yeah.
there was a platonic foundation that was existing between both of them, or it was on one person's path. The other person was seeing something completely different. So when she got to Benue State,
Yeah.
and they gave her pepper soup, and what
Took
again,
malt.
malt. When it was, and the thing is, first of all, when
It's
you
not
left
supposed to
your
be as
house,
I'm
She didn't
looking
check
at
time.
this.
no. When you left your house, the first thing I want to ask is, what were you thinking as an adult?
See,
that
the
is-
part that
She
that
didn't even
baffled
tell
me-
us who paid
Wait,
her
the
transport.
part that baffled me was
She didn't
I
even tell
didn't
us who
like the
paid her
guy
transport.
again.
Yeah.
I saw him. I didn't like the guy.
you guys
again.
met on TikTok and you travel. I'm sorry, you're really silly. You met somebody on TikTok and you traveled from Lagos to Benue State to see
That's
the
like- that's
person,
like- that's
to
like-
sleep in the same house with the person because there's a common ground. You guys are from Benue State.
That's
Are
like
you
turning on
serious?
gas.
Okay,
It's
so
like
if
turning
you're
on
from
gas.
Benue State, why didn't you go to your own family house?
It's like turning on gas and putting your hand inside the fire. Because I don't understand how you just paid money and went to see
Let's see,
Wahala.
let's
Who
see.
even
Let's-
paid the transportation?
let's
She didn't
see,
even
let's
tell
see,
us because
let's
I
see
am
from
sure the
Lagos.
guy is the one who
Let's
paid the
open the
transportation.
phone lines first,
Okay,
gentlemen.
let me just put this analogy. Let's say I'm from Lagos. I'm
Yeah.
a Yoruba boy. The people assume that I am.
Yeah.
And and my family should be in Lagos. I should have somebody
Yeah.
relative in Lagos. And I want to see somebody since I don't decrease. I want to travel from Calabar to Lagos to go and see someone.
Maybe she
The
don't
wise
go.
thing to do is to go to my family house or my relative's house and be there and tell the person, oh, I am in Lagos. Can we meet up somewhere? That is the rational thing to do. But you carried yourself to somebody's house, a stranger's house. None of they fear.
080944444058 080944444058. You can send a text message to that number or send the WhatsApp message to that same number, or you can call us and we'll take your takes on this particular conversation. What do you feel about this conversation? What is your perspective on this particular conversation? People actually are not afraid though. The
Like-
funny thing is, let's narrow it down to Calabar now.
Mm.
Now, the number of men that have approached me and told me to come to their house, I can't count them again. I
Mm.
cannot count them again. The next thing so you are texting me on either Facebook, which is something I have kept aside. You're texting me on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok, or maybe you got my number, unfortunately, from somebody. And you're not like, hi, you look very fine. I would like you to be my girlfriend. The first day you met me, someone approached me and tell me, I'd like to be my girlfriend. Tomorrow,
That's
can you
been
come to my
intentional.
house?
Please don't misunderstand that. It's just been intentional.
Sure, you proceed where I'm
Let's
looking at
even
something.
leave that your own part.
Wait
Leave that your own
first,
part.
wait first.
No,
Let
No,
me
leave
talk
that your
about
own part.
something.
You
Wait,
make
Let's be very
wait,
sincere. Let's be very sincere
Let me
here.
tell you now. Let me finish my own first.
You
Thank
eat pepper soup.
We have a
So
call.
You eat pepper soup. You drink malt.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Oh,
Good
good
morning,
morning.
Mr.
Casey.
Yes, Mr. Tom Silva and then Sharon.
Good morning,
You
sir.
guys are doing great this morning, I can see.
Thank you very much.
Weather is catching up for you guys. This Calabar is something weather is very something else.
Mhm.
You know?
But Mr. Casey, you shouldn't be complaining.
Yes. It's raining.
Okay.
So what
You
I
go
have
do
to
it
say
very
this
slow.
morning regarding on the program this morning, the topic, I think there was a ruling for this particular, this very particular topic early this year that the judge said that it's a taboo. In fact, it's a crime for a lady to collect money from a guy and then later disappointed. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? It's a crime now. So it's just that they did not follow the process. How can you, as a lady, a guy send money for you all the way from Lagos?
We don't know that yet. We don't know. We don't know that for a fact.
But if she doesn't have transport to go back, it means it was the guy that sent the money.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. The guy that said the lady can't move without, in fact, receiving a lot from her phone.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. And check out the way the economic men and ravaging Nigeria.
Some.
now.
Yeah, some.
Nobody is going to spend unnecessarily.
Okay.
So the guy was on track. He was spending within his reach. You understand? Hoping to get something out of it. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
But our ladies now, they are not helping matters. Help guys to help you people.
Yeah.
Are you getting my point?
Mm.
How can you say you come and visit a guy and when night come, he asks you for something and you open mouth, they say, so what?
And he has taken pepper soup.
Of you coming?
No, he has taken pepper soup and drank malt.
What's
All right.
the essence of you leaving your Lagos State to visit the guy?
All
you
right.
don't like him, but you saw him on the TikTok.
Thank you
Thank you,
very
Mr.
much,
Casey.
Mr. Casey, for
It's a very,
calling.
very, very bad thing. Thank you
All
very
right.
Thank
Do
you,
enjoy
Mr.
the rest
Casey.
of your
See,
day.
all this thing boils down to self-respect as a lady.
No, before we get to
See.
self-respect.
Stop that.
Before we get to self-respect,
Yeah.
Also, you want to throw this man under the bus
let me say
so
something.
bad.
Let me say something, right? I get where Mr. Casey is coming
Yeah.
from,
Yeah.
but I do not agree with him in totality.
Yeah.
What am I saying? You're having a conversation with someone,
Mm.
and from both parties, I'm coming from very neutral ground here.
Mm.
From both parties, it's a platonic, just okay, there's a common
calling you
ground.
brother.
There's a common ground that okay, we're
Yeah.
brothers. Nobody's initiating anything sexual.
Mm.
And I come to your house, or the person comes to your house, and you're trying to be sexual
Sexual.
towards the person. You are crazy.
Actually,
No, let's put that out there. You are crazy.
But actually,
If you
I
actually
feel
put
like-
out the signs there that okay, you're interested in this person, and the person is playing dumb,
Eh,
then
it's
to an
depressing.
extent you are justified. But if you are both of you are
There's-
just being friends, you like there's just casual,
there's serious
relationship
entitlement
between both of you.
mentality to an extent, because even if there's supposed to be even if there were sexual advances, there's how you're gonna go about it.
Well, not
To
every
know-
man has that decency.
Exactly. Now it's something that emotional intelligence and emotional consciousness is something that needs to be taught as a course at this point. Something that needs to be taught as a course at this point, because some people are too entitled. I came from Lagos to your house. I'm saying I came from Lagos to your house now.
To Benway, let's
And
put it out there.
To Benway now.
Mm.
And we haven't really established the fact that okay, this is a sexual relationship. For the fact that she called him brother, she means
But
maybe
she
it was
also
friend zone
contradicted
thing.
herself when she
Exactly.
said she not gonna like the guy.
She don't call
He's your
So
brother.
it's
I don't need
kind
to
of-
like him.
So now like this now you
Guy,
know that
let's
you can
call
expect,
a spade a
you
spade.
know you
See,
can
because
expect
of
anything.
time.
Wait, Thompson. You know that you can expect
Okay.
anything now.
Yeah.
As a guy, if she not give, she give, you're on your own. You're by yourself, like you stay on your own. Because you can't justify the
No.
fact. If it's her face,
Yeah,
you
you're
don't
very
justify
correct. Oh.
the-
You're very correct.
you don't
But
justify
first of all,
the
look, Sharon.
harm inflicted.
Sharon.
And that's part of it. If you're able
Sharon.
to understand, there was harm inflicted
Exactly.
here. There was domestic.
Because he would
let's
have
call
just
out
That-
see,
that's-
assault.
in fact, that
if you
is
wanted
where-
to
that is
argue
where the
with
problem
if
is.
you
Yeah.
had issues with the girl,
Yeah.
what you would have done is if she stayed in your house, let her stay in your house, and then the next day she's going back. You pursue her. She's not
Oh,
staying here with
She
you.
did not stay
not
there.
to
Or
pursue.
She
Yeah.
went
You
home that she
lie.
went out that night.
Yeah.
It's,
So, but
see,
first of
after
all,
everything, you could not lodge down the hotel, but because he injured you, you left that night. Can you
Yeah.
imagine? See, if you have an issue with her, the
Yeah.
logical thing to do is you sleep on separate beds, or maybe you don't talk to her for the rest of the night.
what
Silent
if not
treatment.
single room? You sleep on the
Single,
floor, she sleep on the bed. Yeah.
exactly. Being a gentleman, but he was out to be gentleman.
It's
But
true.
you allow her stay.
The-
If
the-